Test. 1, 2, 3. Can anybody hear me out there? So, John boy, how y'all doing? Man, I ran across this today. I ran across this crazy looking thing right here. Hang on. Trying to figure out this daggum, what you call it here. There. Now this was videoed flying in the air by two different people that didn't know each other from two different locations in the same area over in Colombia. But yeah, I don't know, I guess it was a short I saw on YouTube or something. It must have been a short. So then I went and Googled it, and then I sat there and found all this stuff, and I was gonna go live, and then I didn't go live, and then I was getting ready to go live and find that stuff, and I ran across this video from this dude. I don't know who he is. Let's see if I can find that page. What is his name? Bachwoods. But anyhow, I thought it was pretty interesting. I mean, I have seen these with my own eyes. I've gotten them on video. I don't know if they had all that inscription on it like that. But I have seen them in the sky. See, there it is flying. But anyhow, y'all get up and check out this Buga Sphere, or Bugas. Bogus. No, it's Buga, Colombia or something like that. This just happened in March. Just happened in March. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could cut the music there and play some of the video. What do y'all think? What should I do? I'm over here in my analytics. I've been on live for 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And I've got 1 view. Watch Woman of the Dragon. How you doing? I'm sure you've seen these spheres before. I mean, I've captured them going behind chemtrails. I've captured them going past a jetliner on video. And the one I was trying to check, man, I was trying to get my camera going while I was running to try to keep it in eyesight. You know how hard it is to try to run and turn your video camera on? By the time I got it filming, I only captured like 1 second of it before it went behind the tree line. But it looked just like the one. I mean, I'm not saying it looked like it had all that on. I'm just saying it looked like what you see. But look, let's play some of this video. Let me go ahead and stop the music. Now, I'll probably have commercial interruptions, more than likely. More than likely. Oh, hang on, let me see. I thought I had, where's this at? Nothing's working the way I wanted it to. Or was it this one? There I am up there. I had, what? Where is? Oh, that is the live chat. Oh, there's people in the live chat. Mike Smith, how you doing? Seven Spalding, what's going on? But yeah, man, I've seen these in real life. I've captured it on film 2 different times in long. I'm talking about more than 10 seconds. One of them, it went behind chemtrails, and the other video, it went past a jetliner. I mean, close. But look, did I back this thing up already? Here.
The Colombian government have just revealed that they have just captured a fallen angel technology.
Spherical item that was found in Colombia and that locals believe to be of alien origin have been made public by scientists.
Es increíble y está totalmente fría.
Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear the video?
That apparently ended up crashing in Colombia just a couple weeks ago. And there are some inscriptions on the spear which seems to have been embroidered through the metal surface. And what the spear was able to do has now started causing panic. Seems like this technology does not exist on Earth, or at least something that we don't really know of as of now. Now, this right here is like the first look that we actually got to take a look at the spear. And as you can see, there seems to be some sort of an embroidered chip mechanism that's been carved through the spear, and the whole body is made out of some sort of a metallic substance. Now, initially, this spear landed in a place called Buga in Colombia, and these are some of the footage that the locals have managed to capture.
Now, I know y'all have seen that before in the sky. I've seen it several times.
Defies the movement of conventional aircraft. Although, to be clear, I don't think it actually defies the way drones move. But all of that being the case, it flew through the sky for a considerable period of time after allegedly encountering some power lines on top of a mountain, although this wasn't filmed.
While I was on Google looking at this stuff, I saw the one where they're talking about it touched the power line, and that's when it went down. These people were at like it's over there in Colombia somewhere, but anyhow, it's like a feed thing for horses and cows and stuff. They have feed for, horses and stuff, and they happened to see it flying around. They saw it touch the wires. And they saw it go down, and they were doing it live and went down and retrieved it. Whatever it is. Trying to get back over here. Here we go.
Filmed either. And then eventually the object came to rest in the hills of Colombia.
So apparently what happened was that this whole object, it was flying around for like a very long time. And after a while, it decided to move on to the mountain terrains. And there, it kind of came into contact with some of the
There's no getting out of these dadgum commercials, man. If I pay the extortion fee, I can be done with these commercials. Dadgum, this stuff sucks.
the electrical power lines, and that's where the object ended up crashing. Now, obviously, people are intrigued to know what this whole thing is.
Can y'all hear it
thing
now?
that's flying across the sky, so they went to investigate this thing, and that's apparently when they ended up finding this thing right here. It seems to be some sort of a very weird-looking spear, and this could literally fly, and they've also done some very bizarre testing on this thing. And from all the tests that they've run so far, it seems like the scientists have already confirmed that this kind of technology does not exist, or at least something that they have never seen so far that we humans possess. Now, some of the inscriptions that are engraved around here, the researchers have been saying that these are the Samaritan language, which is the language of the Anunnakis, the ancient gods that people used to worship, who we also know as the fallen angels. But these are the same inscriptions that were also found in many different ancient artifacts, as well as in some of the caves, and it was a very similar language that was also used on the inscriptions that you can find in pyramids, and they were also the same kind of language language that you see in inscriptions on some of these Anunnaki statues as well as artifacts that we currently possess. Now, what's actually terrifying about this whole situation is that the Pentagon has just confirmed that this whole ancient civilization, also known as the fallen angels, are now prepared to be returning. And this is something that the Pentagon has known for a while, and they've been in
All right. Did y'all know about that? The Pentagon knows that the Anunnaki are coming back. Where was I when this news came out? You know, I'm like, really? Really? Am I hearing this correctly? I don't know. I'm just a daggum hillbilly out here in Tennessee. But let's continue on.
contact with these species, and now they've officially revealed this to the public agency that the Anunnakis may be returning to Earth very soon, according to some of the recent interviews which was made with a man that is an insider source of Pentagon, who now claims that Anunnakis are indeed real. There are different types of these fallen angels, and they are said to be returning to Earth right now after all of these thousands of years. I think you guys should actually take a look at this interview right here.
That the buzzword in the secret of secrets in the Pentagon is the Sumerian gods are returning, and that's what they're referring to as that whole area that Peter's
Wow. Can you repeat that again, just in case anybody missed it? The buzzword in
the Pentagon, in the military circles that are in the know about the cover-up here, they kind of in whispered tones talk about the return of the Sumerian gods. And they're talking about the what we would call aliens or fallen angels returning into the Middle East, into Old Sumer area.
You also see how he specifically mentions them to be called as the fallen angels.
The Anunnaki.
Well, could be.
Under the ancient names.
Do you think that has anything to do with why we're in Iraq?
I mean, obviously, it seems like the government already knows what's going on. The Pentagon has a lot of secrets, and that's something that we've known for a very long time. The CIA has been running many different subjects and many different tests on these things. And now, out of all this time, we have just found something that's just
this is the world
because
we
this
live
right here,
in now.
this technology seems to be way beyond what we have understood so far. Because I need you guys to take a look at this video completely. And honestly, I think you guys should take a look
The
at this
excited
video
observers
completely.
immediately began to look for the object and came up with this, a bizarre-looking sphere with equally bizarre-looking writing all over it, approximately the size of a soccer ball, perhaps a little bit bigger than that. And since that time, the object has been examined by a Dr. Jose Luis Velasquez, a radiologist, who claims that the object has no welds or joints, which would typically indicate human fabrication, and it also features 3 layers of metal-like material and 18 microspheres surrounding
18 microspheres. What does that mean? So the microspheres are possibly like helping it in order to rotate inside because they are like these very tiny balls inside.
a central
There are
nucleus
18
that they
layers
are
as well.
calling a chip. Very strange object, at least according to them. Is this finally the real thing or an elaborate hoax? Well, that's what we're going to try to figure out on this special alien bulletin on the Angry Astronaut.
So apparently I went through this whole situation, tried to do my research about this whole thing. I even looked into ChatGPT in order to find some more information about what's really going on with this Buga Sphere. And apparently that's what they call it, the Buga Sphere, because this was found in the location named Buga in Colombia, where a mysterious metallic object that reportedly descended near Buga, Colombia on March of 2025. People observed that this thing was flying in a zigzag pattern before it landed. Locals retrieved the spear, noting its unusual properties, where the spear is supposedly emitting smoke when you simply just pour water on it. So they thought that maybe there's something cold or hot inside the sphere, but then we can't really feel it outside. So they decided to go ahead and pour both cold water as well as hot water. Now, usually when you pour a boiling hot water on a metal surface, that would eventually get the metal surface in order to turn hot. But in this sphere's case, apparently it seems like it remained cold even under very highly treated temperatures, and its weight apparently seems to be increasing over time from approximately 2 kilograms to nearly 10 kilograms within a couple of days. Now, they didn't have to do anything. It just automatically increased its weight from 2 kgs to 10 kgs. That's just very bizarre. Now, scientific examinations revealed that the sphere is composed of 3 metallic layers, which contains of 18 symmetrical microspheres surrounding a central nucleus, which is referred to as a chip. And no visible wheels or joints were found, suggesting that it's a non-human manufacture. And it also has some of the ancient Sumerian symbols that resembles ruins. Ogham and Mesopotamian scriptures were found in its surface. And they've also used AI in order to research this thing. And the inscriptions that they've read so far using the AI technology, it seems like the researchers found that these are some sort of a philosophical message.
Got these stupid commercials, y'all. I can't help it. How do I get out of here? Oh, there's this. God, if you don't get to the skip button fast enough.
Hi, I'm JT, and I made Result
Hunter. JT, how you doing? I'm John
the search
Moore.
Engine for conservatives. Let me just tell you, first of all, big tech right now is...
Here we go. We're back. We're back in service, y'all.
About consciousness and Earth's transformation. Now, it is said that the object is currently in possession of Mexican journalist and UFO researcher Jamie Maussan, who is currently doing the research and conducting further studies, and the Colombian government has also shown interest in the sphere. But the original finder had refused to relinquish the object to anyone else. Now, this is one of the most bizarre things. I don't know why nobody's talking about this thing, but what they've found so far, I think they also shared some of the video footage of them testing this thing out. Initially, they were holding it in their hands, and apparently that's something a lot of people are finding very skeptical because, you know, usually when you find some of these objects, you don't just hold it in your hands, because just take a look at how they've been holding this thing in their hands.
First of all, this makes me a little bit suspicious just how all of this was put together. First of all, look at the size of this object and how well it shows up on camera in spite of the colossal distances involved. Now let's have a look at a football match with an object that's only a little bit smaller than the supposed recovered object, and look how tiny this object is. I mean, the only reason you can really see it clearly is because it's white, and also the observer is zoomed in on it. And once again, this is on a football pitch. We're only looking at about 100 meters or so here, and when he zooms back, as you just saw there, you lose sight of the object entirely.
I mean, you can only see the object as clear as this.
Like, sure,
I mean, it's just moving around, and if they just capture something like this obviously means that the object is supposed to be much larger in size.
Same object. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty certain that it is.
And look at that stuff. That's where they found it.
Look at that. Now, once again, I wasn't there. I don't know about the scale of the trees, but that looks much bigger than the recovered object. And also, I don't see any features on it whatsoever. Now, let's take a closer look at the object in flight again with the stabilized image. What we are seeing here is a featureless silver sphere. I mean, there appear to be an object that
And also take a look at this footage right here. It seems like they have been pouring water on top of it, and for whatever reason people have been touching it, and as you can see, as they pour water, there seems to be smoke coming out of this object, and they've been touching it with bare hands. They have no idea what the hell that is. And that's one of the reasons why, people are finding it very skeptical, because why would anyone touch it with bare hands and they don't even know what the hell that is? And apparently this is basically how the whole thing looked. Some people are saying that this is just, people creating false rumors and, making shit up that's not really true. And I don't know. This could be a very, very false flag
I've
stuff.
seen them and
but
I've
at the
got
same
them
time,
on
if this is
video.
true, we have also found some more spherical stuff. And, recently we also found some of the discoveries which is coming from the Pentagon officials, where they said that some of the alien crafts that they have found seems to be egg-like shape. And they also said that these things are round in shape. They're spherical. And also many people, and I mean many footage have been coming out so far where you can actually witness that all the UFOs that people have been sighting so far, there have been many spherical shaped UFOs that have been flying across the sky and nobody knows what the hell that was. And maybe this could be the answer, that out of nowhere this thing ended up crashing because it just came in contact with some of the electrical lines. That could be truth, but of course I'm not saying that this whole thing is indeed the actual truth at the end of the day. And what's interesting about the situation is that the CIA, as well as the Pentagon, they have now confirmed that Anunnakis are going to be returning soon, and they've been having contact with these species, and they've also been mentioning that they want to be coming back to Earth after all these years, and that the technology and everything that we possess. And also, for those of you guys who are not Christians, obviously Christians know, if you've been reading your Bible, then you would obviously know that this amazing book right here, it actually has a lot of information about these fallen angels. And as far as what the Bible teaches, we know that the Anunnakis were the fallen angels who came down to Earth, and they went against God and taught us some of the forbidden knowledge. And the forbidden knowledges include some of the technologies. Also got to learn some of these astrological stuff where you could read stars, you could read tarot cards, Ouija boards, and all these spiritual stuff. So these things were created by Satan and his army of fallen angels, and they decided to teach these things to humankind.
I just kind of wanted to share that with you. I'll put the link in the live chat. If I can later, I'll put it in the description. But I'm just a lazy old country boy. Yep, I can't help it. Where am I at here? But man, that if you go like this, it'll make that daggum star. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh. They're going to put a commercial up while that thing was paused. Did y'all just see that? They've got to put commercials up. If I just pay the extortion fee and get their so-called premium.
The size of a...
I mean, God. Money, money, money. Oh, I guess I lost my job today. Or last, well, who knows? Because the boss doesn't like anybody taking, if you got to take care of personal business, and where you got to take care of personal business is during the hours that you work, because they close at 5 like you do, then you got to leave work early in order to get to the other place that you need to go to before they close. So that joker gives me a week off for taking the afternoon, just a few hours off early from work. I got to miss a whole week's worth of work. And then he decided that my full-time position was not available anymore, that I was on call. What? And I've been trying the best I can to sit there and keep my composure, and I haven't said a word. He texted me that shit Friday. Here it is, Tuesday. I think I'm going to start going live Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I'll try to get something up. I don't know. Hey, where's the chat at? Where'd the chat go? Man, I lost the chat up here on my... Oh, there it is, hidden somewhere. There it is. Man, it's just y'all two. Matt Man still in here. Seven Spalding, Mike Smith, Watchwoman Dragon. Y'all been doing a lot of talking. Who knows what that thing is there, though, man? Who knows? But I mean, for some reason it looks familiar to me. Does that make any sense? Does that not look familiar? Like I've seen it before. I don't know. Uh-oh, I hit something big right there. I didn't mean to do all that. Good thing y'all can't see my end of the deal. Or did you? Uh-oh, I might have this too high now. I don't hear anything. What in the world? There we go. Little relaxing music before I lay down in my crypt. Yeah. Oh man, y'all. Yeah, they do look familiar, don't they? I mean, I don't know why, but they look familiar. Kind of looks like it's Klingon. It could be Romulan. I'm dead serious. That's some Star Trek stuff right there. Or Star Wars. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Hey, the music ain't too loud, is it? I don't know, man. I'm just sitting here trying to figure it out. Might have that up. I don't know. It's kind of quiet on this end. But yeah, I don't know what day this is. I've lost track of the time. Hey, let me time somebody out. Mike, can I time you out? No, I'm not gonna do that. I was kidding. I've been trying to organize this daggone shop, man. It's at least 6 years, if not more, of I'll get to that later. You know what I mean? Went from organized to disorganized. Went from a workshop to a storage shed. I'm trying to get it back into workshop shape, you know what I mean? What? My air conditioner just quit. I hate that, man. Yeah, I just got an air conditioner. The last thing I could buy, well, I got it from Temu. But I got it for out here in the shop, man. It's one of them little portable ones. It's only 10,000 BTU, but if I had a camera, I could turn and show you. I just put plastic up in here and on the ceiling just to condition half of this shop. Because that ain't even a ton air conditioner. What happened to the music? Oh, we got a commercial coming in. Or something. Man, these commercials, YouTube Premium sucks. They just want, it's an extortion deal, man. Hey, can y'all hear that? I don't know how loud that is on y'all's end. I can't get the audio from the live stream to go through my earbuds. And the only way I can hear the music is to have my speakers playing, so that's why it might sound a little weird if I put some reverb in it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh man, tornadoes come through this morning. Something did. Blew down a bunch of trees. Lightning blew up a daggum tree. Man, it was crazy. Crazy as hell. It came back on. Well, that's a good thing. Yeah, I caught a ride to Dollar General and they didn't even have any power. And then I went to the gas station, they didn't have any power. But they had a flashlight and they were able to let me buy a pack of smokes and sausage biscuit. Oh, you're eating pork, John boy. You're eating pork. You shouldn't eat pork. You know what? You can eat anything you want. Yup. Man, these storms, I think it's due to I think CERN is messing up the sun, to be honest with you. CERN is messing up the sun, and it's causing some daggum solar blasts to hit our magnetosphere, and it's smashing it down past the satellite levels. And it's CERN doing it, man. I don't know why people can't figure that out. The Shiva. The destroyer, the builder, the destroyer. I mean, we live in some, look, this, I don't know, man. Y'all, man. I don't know what to say. These religions that are on this earth realm are designed to keep you in the loop. They're designed to make you worship a false god as the real one, for real. Just think about this. Mr. Mission Control, how you doing out there, Mission Control? Oh, yeah. Y'all know that melody there? That was Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. Sweet dreams are made of these. Or something like that. Oh, y'all. I am tired. Uh-oh, looks like we got another daggum commercial fixing to have to pop off. USAA. Oh, wait a minute, maybe it's not. Yeah, it's a daggum commercial, y'all. I can't do nothing about it but try to talk over it. Okay, here we go. This is called a careless whisper. If anybody was interested. Man, I gotta do something about this dude in the background here. Hang on. I'll just go back to this. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all didn't, okay, that's cool. Leave it like that. Boom, there we go. But yeah, man, it's been kind of crazy. Squirrely Squirrel, she's been kind of, I don't know, I see her like every 2 or 3 days now, and then she's like, just grouchy, just and biting at me, and then if I don't have a treat for her, she's like, well, I'm done with you, and takes off. Just so nice. What? Evacuate while flooding? Yeah, it's all weather manipulation, y'all. They manipulate it, and they're really messing with the Earth's atmosphere, with the sun, man. They're messing with the sun, man. When they crank that thing up, y'all realize it's 100,000 times stronger magnetism than the Earth's own magnetism. So you know, if the Earth's connected to the sun and all the other planets, so they say, wouldn't it mean if you cranked up the dadgum magnetism of the Earth 100,000 times normal, that it's gonna do something to the sun? I mean, it's CERN, they run CERN off solar cells and windmills, right? CERN is a green project, right? Oh, I know she still needs me, Watchwoman. Alright, see you later, Mission Control. Yeah, but what it is a whole bunch of squirrels out here. I think they started getting territorial. And she wasn't dealing with the conflict, you know what I mean? And she's changed up the time she's appearing, which is after the fact, because everything else done ate it up, you know what I mean? And if I'm at work, which I've been, I can't subsidize for her, and evidently she's been going further out in the woods or something and taking longer to get back, or I don't know, but I've been missing her. But today I can hear her when she jumps up on this roof. She's got it's weird, I can hear her claws when she's on a tree or when she gets on the roof. I can tell it's her. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. But I heard her on the roof, and I took off outside, and there she was. And I was like, Squirrely, come here. And she come down there. I had some peanuts in my little change pocket in my pants. But, man, I didn't want her getting down there to them, because once she smells those peanuts, you know, if she can't find the opening to get in there, she's going to make an opening, man. And you can't reach down to try to help, because then she thinks that you're trying to take her peanuts. Oh, but, you know, that's just the stresses of being a hillbilly out here in Tennessee. All the tornadoes that come through there. Dadgum. Yeah, we had a tornado hit just this afternoon. Damn, here we go. Stupid commercials again. There's just no getting around their extortion, man. Well, just throw as many commercials as possible up to interfere. If you watch a live, man, like I try to watch Dabu 777, as soon as he goes to say who it was, they'll throw a commercial up. And when a commercial or two commercials get done, he's already on another subject. And when he gets to the meat of that subject, they'll throw another commercial on. It's just ridiculous, man. And I miss out on so much because of these damn commercials. But if I just paid their extortion fee, they'd stop throwing these commercials up. I would try to watch a Dabu live. I mean, it is on my end, it's crazy. It's like I'll get 2 minutes of live time, a minute of commercial, 2 to 3 minutes of live time, another minute of commercial. I mean, really, YouTube? If I was people, I wouldn't advertise on YouTube, man, because YouTube is scamming with their extortion fee. I mean, YouTube Premium. That's why they put so many commercials on stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, this little sphere thing, I thought we just needed to investigate a little bit, because I've seen it. I mean, this stuff now don't buy. I mean, seeing one of these in the sky is like seeing a bird fly by. You know what I mean? Nothing's fazing me anymore. I'm serious. I don't care about crap. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about nothing. I'm just a time prisoner, man. I'm just waiting for my time to be done so I can get out of here. You know what I mean? Get gone. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm sick of this place. And the only way out of here is to realize that look, the only way out of here is through you. You are the one that makes it possible to get out of here. Ain't nobody else you can go through to help you get out of here. All you gotta do is be pure, have no evil intent or anything in your heart. Be sincere, be truthful, be honest. That's all you gotta be. True in nature all the way to the pit of your soul, man. Yeah. Oh, it looks like I gotta go through another commercial here.
Home is where your couch and your Wi-Fi are.
Home is where your couch and your Wi-Fi are. You believe that? That's where your home is. Hang on. I missed the chat. Where's the chat at? Where is here at, Watchwoman? I can't remember where you're at. My mind is gone. But his next project for me was like a 280Z. And I'm sure he wants it done. So when I go up there to get my termination, because I better get a termination letter, because he terminated my position and already put word into some of the employees' ears. If he ever fills this position full time, I will sue him. Because I lost my job because there's not a full-time position anymore. He's just got a God complex, man. He's one of these self-righteous, greedy Christians. You know, they get together and they practice. They're in a church band and they do all these religious songs and this, that, and the other. But when it comes to real life, he's just a greedy son of a bitch. I've told him to his face, "You're a greedy son of a bitch." He didn't like it, but what's he gonna do about it? Truth hurts, you know what I mean? I wasn't lying. And then he goes, "Well, I see all those demons around you." And I looked at him and I said, "Yep, they're not in me, are they? They want in, don't they?" I go, "How come I don't see any demons around you?" You know what I mean? There ain't a demon around them. That's because they're all in them. Yeah, you might can see them all around me, but they ain't getting in me. See, that's the thing. When you're on the side of truth and love and honesty and all that, the demons can't get in. They just stand around waiting for their chance. You know what I mean? Then demon, man, I'm telling y'all, the good and evil's for real. And there's a higher place, y'all. Y'all just don't get it, man. This stuff that's watching us, if you could actually see it, you would freak out because you would realize this earth would fit in its mouth. You know, if it opened up its mouth, it could swallow us. There it goes. Born a racer in the house. How you doing, wild country? Man, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, in a while. I don't know, man. I've been chilling out here lately. I've had enough. I'm done. I've lost my driver's license for no reason at all. I do not know, you know. And then I lost my job because the boss is a daggone control freak. I mean, I don't get it. He cannot stand for you to miss work. Not even a minute. It's like, look, if I got a project I can knock out in the day, I will skip lunch to try to make sure I get it done. And when I get it done, if I can, you know what I mean, I should be able to clock out for lunch and leave and go home. Oh, he doesn't like that. No, you can't leave for lunch and go home. So you put in your 8 hours, you get an hour for lunch, you get off at 5. So if you don't take a lunch, you ought to be able to get off at 4. But he's got some control issue, man. I don't know what it is. Huh? Oh, I was trying to catch up on the chat. But anyhow, y'all, I don't know. This AI has got me bugged out because I'm like, man, it already knows what I'm thinking. It's doing some crazy stuff now. I don't remember if I told y'all this, but there was some, what was it, a short or something. It was about, not one of the short, it's just a video, but it's about bacteria batteries. Well, I left a comment. I go, well, you know, they already got virus batteries, which are button batteries. And then somebody left me a comment. It sounded like they copied and pasted off Google that, you know, button batteries are bad for children because they tend to swallow them and it causes such problems and this, that, and the other. So I went and Googled button batteries and found something that was pertaining to children's about like what that dude had copied and pasted. So I copied and pasted that to the dude's response. Because it was the AI, you know what I mean? It was the AI that I was responding to. But then, the next morning, guess what was on the daggum news? Virus batteries and how they're bad for children who ingest them. I mean, that's how serious this AI stuff is getting now. It is showing you, hey, I'll show you with live TV the topic that you were in a discussion with. Now that's freaky. Because it used to be you could talk to people or, you know what I mean, and stuff would show up on your feed. But now, it's showing me it'll show up on my TV on a live news broadcast. I mean, really? Well, just that day I've been stuck in my yard for a week, and then the po-po pull up at the end of my driveway and get out, and when I go up there to see what they're doing, I live stream it. The cop later, he's like, you didn't have to come out here and make contact. I go, what? I go, you're the one that stopped in front of my driveway and got out of your vehicle and started walking towards my driveway, and you're telling me I didn't have to, how do you put it? Engage with you? You're fixing to walk down my driveway. I'm not gonna have you trespass. You know what I mean? Trespassers will be shot. That ain't no lie. I've already went through it with these MFers before. I just haven't done what I'm gonna do. And, well, I mean, it's nothing drastic. nothing to write a manifesto about. Y'all ever notice all these deadgum things that happen? These people happen to have a manifesto? Really? There's nobody I know, if they did what these people did, would have any care of writing a manifesto about why they did it and what inspired them to do it. I mean, come on. Yeah, you saw that. I was just bitching at them. I mean, there was no reason for them to be there, right? And they were probably the MFers that spotlighted me through the woods and junk at 10 o'clock at night. I mean, come on, man. I'm getting tired of it. And then they tell me, everybody knows who you are. I almost called the county, sheriff department today. That cop went by like 120 mile an hour. All I saw was white and blue blur. And the car looked like it stretched out 60 foot long. It was going so fast it was stretched out. I mean, it was. I almost called them up and asked them, why, even with the blue lights on, do you think you need to drive down my road at 120 mile an hour or however fast that car goes? Oh, there's more than just corruption. These people, man, they hate people that. All right, the Constitution's supposed to back me. Well, the police are supposed to back the Constitution, but it's like water and oil when it comes to a citizen with the constitutional rights and the police that are interfering with the constitutional rights, which they took an oath to uphold. And I try to explain that to them. I go, I know what your oath of office is. I've Googled it. I've looked at it. For you, Henderson City Police Department, I have actually went to your website and looked at your oath of office where it says that you will protect the constitutional rights of the citizens. But yet every time you pull somebody over for speeding, you just violated their daggum 14th Amendment right. And then when you ask for ID, you violated their 4th Amendment. I mean, where are you protecting the constitutional rights at when you're violating them? I mean, when I see these cops, they might as well be gangsters. That's what they are. They're gangsters. They got guns and they got a badge that gives them permission to be blind to the actual law. They can make up anything they want. That's what I was telling that cop up there at the end of my driveway. I said, I'm live streaming this because I don't want you making up anything saying I did something and haul me to jail when I just come out here to see what the hell you're doing. And then you'll tell what it was. They're trying to see. They don't know how I'm getting around. They know I ain't got a driver's license. It's a game for them. So what they were doing was checking to see if there was tire tracks coming in and out of my driveway. You see what I'm saying? He couldn't see from inside the car, so he needed to get out and physically walk to my driveway to look to see if there's tire tracks of me leaving and coming and going, you know? But, I ain't scared of the cops. Even though I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder due to law enforcement, these mothers, they don't understand when they stop me, and I know how corrupt they are and what they can do to you. Your response is fight or flight, right? Well, I can't flight, so I gotta fight. But I can't really physically fight them, so I gotta use my mind and my constitutional rights. Yeah. But anyhow, y'all, look, I ain't gonna keep y'all up much later. I just figured I'd go live. I was gonna go live earlier about this, and I didn't. Not that I'm focusing on the shop here, but I've been trying to focus on it, but I get distracted. I'm tired of distractions distracting me, man. But yeah. Well, look, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I don't know how many seconds behind I am to y'all hearing me. It's probably like a 20-second lag or better. But oh, I know that's what they were doing. But look, guys, y'all have a good night. And until next time, this is old John Boy saying, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.